There we go. Another session, this time with Biff Smith. Shall I say Biff or Biff Smith?
Either or.
Either or, yeah. I'll just say Biff. And you're all the way from Edinburgh? No, from Glasgow.
Glasgow, yeah.
Oh, I made a mistake there.
Oh, that's okay. Edinburgh's
Scotland.
a beautiful city too.
Yeah. And let's just start with a song and see what it sounds like.
Sure thing. This is a work song for the underworld, the damned souls in the underworld, and it's called Bleed Until the Earth Runs Dry. Oh, it's a long, hard road, and it's farther than you know. Bleed until the earth runs dry. Oh, it's a cruel, hard load, and we're cursed as we go. Bleed until the earth runs dry. Oh, bleed until the earth runs dry. Oh, bleed until the earth runs dry. We're catching all catching and scratching for the men. Bleed until the earth runs dry. Born to walk and die, leave the weary world behind. Bleed until the earth runs dry. No, we can't say why, but we never mind. Bleed until the earth runs dry. Oh, bleed until the earth runs dry. Oh, bleed until the earth runs dry. We're catching all catching and scratching for the men. Bleed until the earth runs dry. So we mump and we moan, how we grump and how we groan. Bleed until the earth runs dry. Through the tax and the toil, through the cracks into the spoil. Bleed until the earth runs dry. Oh, bleed until the earth runs dry. Oh, bleed until the earth runs dry. We're catching all catching and scratching for the men. Bleed until the earth runs dry. I come to heel, walk a day, throw me on the out tray. Bleed until the earth runs dry. Up a hill all the way, and that's on a good day. Bleed until the earth runs dry. Oh, bleed until the earth runs dry. Oh, bleed until the earth runs dry. We're catching all catching and scratching for the men. Bleed until the earth runs dry. Oh, bleed until the earth runs dry. Oh, bleed until the earth runs dry. We're catching all catching and scratching for the men. Bleed until the earth runs dry. Oh, bleed until the earth runs dry. Oh, bleed until the earth runs dry. Bleed until the earth runs dry. Oh, bleed until the earth runs dry. Oh, bleed until the earth runs dry. Oh, bleed until the earth runs dry.
That was really scary at the end. What's the song about?
It's taken from the band were asked to write the music for a theatre show.
Mm-hmm.
In collaboration with a Scottish theatre company called Vanishing Point. And the show is set above and below ground in a graveyard, so it's partly set in the underworld. So a lot of the songs are written for characters or imagined scenarios in the underworld. And that song, I'm just picturing a chain gang or some kind of prison gang working away in the underworld, as above, so below.
Yeah.
You know, I love things like "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" and stuff like that, where you have all the kind of sing-song harmonies and whistle while you work, kind of keep your spirits up type of music, work songs.
Yeah.
So it's a work song for the underworld.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you wrote you wrote music for the Dark Carnival.
Yeah.
I think. It's a musical, right?
Mm.
And you're playing on the show
Yeah,
with your band.
yeah. It was there was two productions of it. There was the big production of it, which had 8 actors plus 8 of our band members, and our band basically played the cabaret band in hell. It was our job to provide the soundtrack for all the damned souls down there. We were the radio, I suppose. So that was the big version, which toured in Glasgow, Edinburgh and Dundee, and the smaller version which just finished on Sunday, its initial run, and that was just myself playing solo and one other actor, a fantastic actor called Robbie Jack, and we toured around some of the smaller towns and villages of Scotland, and that was wonderful fun.
So you did the same musical, but then with only 2 people.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So it was quite scary to begin with. It's there was almost a similar process with the narrative and the dramatic side as there was to the music, in that you find out which parts work acoustically and stripped down, as we did with the songs. And so a similar thing happened with the narrative, which parts of the drama work with only 2 people.
Yeah.
And hand in hand with that was where which songs work just with an acoustic guitar or an accordion in one voice without all the band behind me. So it was scary because there weren't as many places to hide.
Yeah.
Nowhere to hide.
Nowhere to hide. And you were probably also being asked to act a little bit, or... Yeah,
that was very much out with my comfort zone. I haven't acted since the youth theatre back in my days in Cumbernauld, growing up there. So, yeah, and I only went to the Cumbernauld Youth Theatre because I fancied a couple of the girls there. It wasn't any great passion for acting or anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, when it came to doing a bit of the acting, I was quite nervous and self-conscious, but I just tried to treat it like singing. Tried to lose yourself in the drama the same way that on a good night you can lose yourself in a song.
Yeah.
And if you lose yourself in your own song, you just hope that the audience will allow themselves to be lost a little too, and we'll all get lost together.
Yeah.
Let's get lost, as Chet Baker once sang, you see.
Yeah, let's get lost, yeah. So, did you have like a director for the play?
Yeah. The director for the big play was Matthew Lenton. He's the artistic director of the theatre company Vanishing Point. And for the small version of the show, it was co-directed by Matthew and Nicky Kalkman. So yeah, they were gentle with me. They realised I was very much a novice in the acting world, and they would just try to keep me right. Try not to be too wooden.
They gave you stuff to do that you could easily do.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, it's something to keep me out of trouble. While Robbie the actor did the main job in the acting, and I would sing the songs.
Yeah, I got it.
It was an awful lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, good. You want to do another song?
Of course, yes. This is another one from the show, and it was written for one of the stories in the show is a story of 2 lovers who were parted, and this is a song from them imagining themselves together again and having a little dance in the graveyard. It's called The Lover's Waltz. Where fall our curses and our cares, where fly our praise and all our prayers, dark deep in earth's keep, or lightly up to dream sleep, where now the portion of our days. Oh, come, comedy take us, come, tragedy break us, come, love and remake us, all our days. We'll sing our wishes in the well, we'll float our bottles billows in the swell. Fate found our chance, yet my hail fellow well met. Where now the portion of our days? Oh, come, comedy, take us. Come, tragedy, break us. Come, love, and remake us. Born in light, muses and graces, dance us to embraces. Life tender in places. How we bring low the high and break the brittle. Love is to fly and to die a little too. For the portion of our days, I come, 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 comedy, take us. Oh, tragedy, break, love and remake us. Born in light, muses and graces, dance us to embraces. Life tender in places. Life tender in places. I have known.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
So, you play with a new international. Used to be the Starlets, but that's a long time ago already, right? I mean, I'm one of the only people maybe who still knows.
Yeah, I was maybe about going on 7 years ago or so.
Yeah, so that's like, why are we still talking about it?
6, I don't mind. I really don't.
It's the same band, right? I mean,
it's exactly the same band.
Just a different name.
Yeah.
A new international and doing very well. But that's not what I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask you, being in a band, with, I don't know, 8, 9 people or something?
Yeah, it varies. It can, yeah.
It varies, okay.
Yeah, at the moment there are 8 of us, including a trumpeter and trombone who have joined us for the Dark Carnival.
Nice.
Ewan Allardyce and Ross Barlage, they're great players. I love the trombone. I've always worked with trumpet because I love it so much. But
I think you play trumpet, right?
Oh, I'd love to. I can play the kazoo, but
there was someone else who did that. Yeah.
And yeah, I've always wanted to work with the trombone. It's a hilarious instrument and it's also very beautiful, you know. But it's one of those things that's easy to do comedy with trombone, and a lot of these songs did have a kind of glint in their eye, you know, a little bit of. Hopefully a bit of humour that, and the trombone just seemed to suggest itself. Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, but you, I think you write the songs, right? Is that true?
Yeah.
All by yourself, or?
Yeah, I write the song and lyrics on my own, but I would say I'm more of a songwriter than a musician. Once I've written the songs, I need all the help I can get to play them, and also it's an awful lot much more fun to play with a group of people. And I've been playing with, in some cases, with drummer Craig Laurie and guitarist Mark McSwiggan for close on about 20 years now. So,
yeah.
And the others I've been playing a long time with as well. And it's a social thing as much as it's a musical thing, and we're friends. I'm happy to say still.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Yeah.
Unless they tell me something different.
Yeah. But so, how does the arrangement go from your song that you wrote all by yourself to a full on, you know, arrangement for a band?
Yeah.
Is that something that you do together?
Yeah, I'll try to get the song to as complete a state as I can on my own, just demoing at home.
Also with drum parts and brass parts.
Sometimes, if I have an idea,
Mm.
and then we'll take what are sometimes half-formed ideas of my own into the rehearsal room, and we will all work on them together. So the final arrangement, everyone has an input into, and everyone will see things in the song that I didn't, for example. And
Mm-hmm.
so, yeah, I think the trick is for working together is try and never let your ego get in the way of someone else's good idea. You know, be open to that, even if it means losing something you think is wonderful. You know, try losing it and see if you miss it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's be flexible, try to enjoy it, and remember it's only music. We're not inventing the wheel or curing cancer or anything here.
No. Yeah, that's true. So, when you write a song, how is your process? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
It's changed over the years. When I first started out, I would probably beaver away on my guitar trying to find the next great chord or whatever, and probably chasing after things a little bit too much. It's, I suppose, just generally in life, not just musically, you learn that the best things happen if you meet people or you meet situations halfway. So don't be lazy, but don't be too eager. So to answer your question, I think as far as songs go, I try to let them come to myself, come to mind, and I'll whistle them to myself on buses, on trains, and.
So you are focused on melodies.
I think so. Yeah, the melody comes first, and then I'll find which chords go beneath the melody, and then after that, the arrangement begins to suggest itself, and I'll begin by singing nonsense to the melody.
Okay.
Just to find out which words fit.
So lyrics come later.
Yeah, usually. I may have little lines noted down here or there that I think, that would be good to try and fit that in somewhere further down the line. But yeah, then it's I don't think I've ever written lyrics first and then tried to write music for it. My brain doesn't work that way. Although I saw the film of Elton John the other night, and apparently that's what he did. He would just look at lyrics and hear the music to it, which is fascinating to me.
Amazing.
But,
is it a good movie?
It's fun. It's fun, and it's fun, and it got us out the rain, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. But
the songs are fantastic, but everyone
that's true,
knows that.
Isn't it? Yeah. Well, what are your influences actually?
I suppose I began life like most kids, listening to what was in the charts and things like that. So I'm not ashamed to admit, for example, that the first album I owned was Phil Collins' No Jacket Required. Perhaps not the most cool reference to talk there, but never mind. But my first two singles I bought were Road to Nowhere by Talking Heads and the theme from Ghostbusters. So, but my dad's he was a big music fan, and he would have there'd be things going on around the house. He was a big Beatles and Beach Boys fan, so I was always attracted to melody and harmony.
Yeah.
And so after when I got a bit later in my teens, I started to get into more sort of guitar bands and maybe indie pop as well. And I loved Elvis Costello. He was a big influence. Just the idea that lyrics could be as important as the music. They may not be as instant as the music, but it gives a depth to the song. And that I personally find that if a song has a good melody and captures your attention, then I'll want to know what's going on lyrically. But if something has good lyrics and I don't really like the sound of it, I probably won't explore it much further. So yeah, if you have good lyrics and good arrangements, then it will reward the listener with repeated listens. You will hopefully, if you do it right, the listener will discover more things in it, and perhaps things in it the writer didn't know were there, through repeated listens, and just makes it a richer experience.
Yeah, that's great. You want to do another song?
Sure thing. I'll get my honk box on.
Yeah, harmonica. Is it called a harmonica?
Accordion.
Accordion, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yes. Okay.
What song are you gonna play?
This is a song from a New International's first album, Come to the Fabulon, and the song is called When I Walk the World. It's our drinking song. I don't know if it's a bit early in the day for some of you to be sinking your first beer, but the sun is over the yard arm, so why not?
Yeah.
When I Walk the World. Time runs away, but should I find you again, come some happy day, shall we raise our glasses then, talk of the old days and stolen horses, long gone affairs, short and sweet divorces, fall where we may, forsaken, broken, now shall we say what's never spoken, bright was the day, sweet was the moment when I walked the world, when I sailed the ocean. All things come to an end, just these parting words. In turning to go, my friends, though we be burned or be bound and chained, all time spent loving will be time regained. So fall where we may, forsaken, broken, now shall we say what's never spoken, bright was the day, sweet was the moment when I walked the world, when I sailed the ocean, when I walked the world, when I sailed the ocean. Lie, 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 now shall we say what's never spoken, bright was the day, sweet was the moment when I walked the world, when I sailed the ocean, when I walked the world, when I sailed the ocean.
Yeah, that's great. I really like the way you use the same melody with different chords underneath.
Yeah.
So to make in that way, making it sound different with the same melody, so it sort of shifts.
Yeah, you see, it looks different, sounds different with a
different
context.
perspective.
Yeah,
But with the same characters.
Yeah.
But they're I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That
fascinates me too.
So are you? I always think when I listen to your music, it sounds very European.
Yeah.
That's I guess you've heard that before.
Yeah, it's
Is that like something? Of course, it's deliberate, but is that like? Do you also? Is it also like you don't want to sound? You want to steer away from anything that has to do with country or blues?
No, I wouldn't say I don't want to sound it. It's so much of music is subconscious or unconscious, however you would look at it. The music you are drawn to, the influences you are drawn to, it's almost like the people you are drawn to. It's difficult to explain. You probably could analyse some of it. I like some of this music because it makes me happy, or it makes me feel like I'm travelling or whatever, but it's so much of it is instinctive. I love the idea of music almost being a form of travel. And of course we all are influenced by music from all over the world, be it the original British beat groups stealing from the black blues singers, or there's quite a lot of, for example, there's quite a lot of Scottish bands who would sing in American accents.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
yeah, and
you told me once, I think.
yeah, and that fascinates me. I think music is a form of performance and a kind of some kind of relation to acting anyway. So that's never bothered me. It's part of the performance. There was also for a while it was very trendy to sing in a very, very Scottish accent in Scotland, and I don't think that's any more or less authentic than singing in an American accent. I think it's still a form of how you choose to perform the song. But to answer your question about the European influences, yes, I've always just naturally been fascinated by continental Europe, and also the UK's position in it, without getting into anything political at the moment. That's a whole other can of worms, but the idea that we're this island, part of Europe, yet slightly detached. There are times you think there's a party going on we don't know about. And I love a lot of European music, like French chanson and Spanish flamenco, and a lot of the Dutch music that I've heard through coming over here I've loved. German oompa, it's just
Egelander music, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
You should check it out.
Yeah. And to take all these influences and things that you love, because musical taste is anarchic, it doesn't obey rules. You will follow where your heart takes you or where your ears take you.
Yeah.
And so to try to use these, on the face of it, disparate or eclectic influences, and try to draw them into what is still to me a melodic pop music. I've always been, culturally, I've always been more turned towards Europe than America. Maybe my American album is yet to come, I don't know. I've never been to America, so I'd probably, although I absorb the culture through television, books, movies and all that sort of thing, I've never actually visited America, so maybe that's an album or two down the line. But
it's not something that you've absorbed through your music?
Probably not, no.
I mean, maybe you have, but it's not very obvious in the music.
No, I don't see it either. It's more European based.
Yeah. You want to do one more song? We got time for one more.
Of course. I'm going to sing you this one, Ro.
And also, are you playing somewhere in the area, or did you already do all your shows?
No, we are playing tonight at a huiskamer in Amsterdam.
Huiskamerconcert.
Huiskamerconcert.
Yeah.
My friend Matthias could maybe update me with the details where it is.
Yeah, just whisper it.
Da Costa Cana.
Oh, Da Costa Cana.
Da Costa Cana.
Which number? Or is it already sold out?
Almost.
Almost sold out.
You can go to theinfluences.com to buy a ticket.
Oh yeah, under the influences? Oh yeah, theinfluences.com. Ja, leuk. Sowieso is dat een hele goede website. Theinfluences.com. That's something you should check out anyway.
Yeah.
And
on Saturday we play the Minstrel Festival in Zwolle.
Okay. Nice. Well.
Road trip.
Yeah, and if you well, I'll tell you about that later once you've done the song. What song you want to do?
Well, I'm going to play this one for you, Ro, because the last time I met you, which was in Head-On in Zwolle, you said you liked this song. So Here we go. This is called Tenterhooks.
I love it.
But of a morning sea so sorry, ollie, ollie, oxen free. What will I find out? What will I see? Turning the handle, turning the key. Time to be lost and time to be free. In a world as wide as we can be. I will make good time, I will read good books on tenterhooks, on tenterhooks. I will see the sights, I will leave good looks on tenterhooks, on tenterhooks. I will take what's mine to the next stop, waiting in line. In a clockwork world, could a clockwork be? Far from the arms of the hideout tree. In a shocked out world, should a shocked heart be? In an opt-out world, with an opt-out me. I will make good time, I will read good books on tenterhooks, on tenterhooks. I will see the sights, I will leave good looks on tenterhooks, on tenterhooks. I will take what's mine to the next stop, waiting in line. I will make good time, I will read good books on tenterhooks, on tenterhooks. I will see the sights, I will leave good looks on tenterhooks, on tenterhooks. I will take what's mine to the next stop, waiting in line. On tenterhooks, I will make good time, I will read good books on tenterhooks, on tenterhooks. I will see the sights, I will leave good looks on tenterhooks, on tenterhooks. I will take what's mine to the next stop, waiting in line. On tenterhooks for the okay life, for the okay dream, for the okay lie, on the okay scene. I will take what's mine to the next stop, waiting on tenterhooks, on tenterhooks, on tenterhooks, on tenterhooks.
Yeah.
Thank
My
you.
voice is gone, but I really love this, man. That's an awesome awesome gift.
Thank you very much, Ro.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's great that you still remember that.
Yeah, I remember us talking and head on.
Yeah,
That was a lovely night.
yeah. Well, I want to thank you for being on this show. It's a real honor to have you here.
It's our pleasure, Ro. Thank you for having me, sir.
All right, and anytime you are in town, just let me know,
I appreciate that.
and we'll set something up again.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm wishing you a great tour.
Aye,
The
thank
rest
you
of
very
the
much.
tour.
Well, we could get a beer sometime.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All the best.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody, for listening. This was Songwriters Guild Live with Biff from Glasgow.